ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to F3 today. I won't be doing F4 this week, but I've stepped in for F3 in Q2, I believe this is, because I was needed at the last minute. So I'm here now for F3. As you can see, the first thing we saw is slivering in the wall. And here he is now, going for another lap. He's on the medium tyre now, and he should be able to do just enough to get himself through to Q3. And he does. He puts himself in third place for 108.168. Now Raikkonen to the line. He's going quick. And he must have had an incident on the lap. 108.7. Now Zylbrad coming around the final few corners. Can he do enough? There'll be no championship standing in this video because it's a quick edit and quick upload from the day after. Because I'm going down to see the family, so I won't be home, so I've had to edit and upload it very fast. Zylbrad to the line and does enough. He's in P4. Now Shane, who's down in P10, he's in the danger zone right now. He's on the soft compound of tyres, should top the session as Yuzkin tops it with 107.6 and Shane tops it with a 106 as well. So close between the two Aston Martins. Now Raikkonen with his fuel light flashing. Can he do enough? Can he do enough to get himself through into Q3? He's still up right now on his lap. And he's run out of fuel! Raikkonen's run out of fuel! And he is out! Because of that, he is out! He is eliminated from Q2 with Eyes the Best, Jamie, Camo, Raikkonen and Blazer guns. They are all out, but as you can see, Breezy, Shane and Yuzgin are all on the soft tyres. Top three. You don't really want to be on the soft tyres, but they didn't have a choice. They would have been out otherwise. And from what you could see from me the other day, being out's not ideal. And as Slivering in Q3, he has given Grunty a lovely tow to the line, and he does a 107.2. Quirky Turtle doesn't do a very good lap there. I think he invalidated somewhere along the line. Grunty's still topping the session at the minute. Yuzgin now coming around the final few corners. Can he do enough? I think in front of him you've got a slow moving Slivering who's done a 113, which was a lap where he gave Grunty a tow and moved out of the way. But Yuzgin to the line. What can Yuzgin do? One of the people starting on the soft tyres, and he's only 6th. Shane tops the session now for 107.199. Very close at the top at the moment. Slivering goes P3. 107.223. Now Zylbrad, middle sector, as Eagle tops the session, 107.143. Not far ahead of Shane. Now Quirky Turtle to the line. He's a quick driver normally. Can he top the session? Yes, he can. 107.109. Look at the gap between the top 3, even the top 5, really. Now to the line. Grunty, can he improve? And he can! He jumps himself into P3. Now there's 4 drivers in the 107.1s. This is ridiculous. And Wait has blocked. Oh no! Breezy went into AI mode after he had an incident where he lost his front wing. And Waiter had nowhere to go and is out. Now we jump to the race. As you can see, Mackie starting at the back. 19th place. You've got NFS Zappy in 18th, Adam Lee in 17th, or Majik, I think the guy in the last place is called. Tribal's 16th place in the Ferrari, 15th for Blazer Guns in the Alpine car. I love the look of this car, it's nice. Then RSF1 Raikkonen was unlucky to go out in Q2, 14th. Then you've got Camo, the championship leader, in 13th place, with Jamie in P12 in that lovely looking Red Bull. In front of him is Eyes the Best in the other AlphaTauri, the championship contender with Camera at the moment. Both of them are outside the top 10, which you wouldn't expect to have seen. Then Waiter in P10, the unlucky man, to be at the bottom of the session with that incident with Breezy. Now RSF Yuzgin in P9, Breezy in P8, Zylbrad in the other McLaren in P7, with Soggy Salmon in P6. Slivering in P5 with his teammate Grunty just in front of him in P4. Eagle gets P3 in the Williams racing car with RSF1 Shane in P2, who can gain the gap on Camo and Eyes today with a good result. And Quirky Turtle also can do the same, starting in pole position. Going for a bit of a different look. 5 red lights. Let's go, go, go. A bit of a different look off the line. We're going on board with Zappy, who gets a very good launch and jumps himself past his teammate already. But then he has Adam Lee coming across the track and he's being very cautious. He doesn't want to get himself involved in anything. He's had a little bit of contact with Camo. Well, Ice the Best, sorry. He's gone off the circuit and he's trying to rejoin in the safest way possible, which he does. And I believe he thinks it's the best idea to move to the side. He's either got an illegal overtake or he just feels he should move out of the way and let these drivers through, and he does so. As Camo goes wide in the distance, you can just see him. A spin for Yuzgin, and Camo and Waiter just let Zappy through. So they must have had illegal overtakes too. What a crazy start. No, they don't. They both have damage. Camo is missing an end plate on the front left, and I believe Waiter is as well. Not good for the two drivers that would have been looking to battle through the field. Yuzgin has had an incident at the back as one tribal now, and Blazer, Jamie, Majik, they're all battling hard now at this point of the race. Majik's gone from last place, 19th to 12th already. Blazer's out! No! Adam Lee has had a spin and moved forward into the racing line in front of Blazer Guns. And Blazer Guns is out, he had nowhere to go. He's the unlucky passenger in Adam Lee's incident. I don't know what he was thinking when he moved down the racing line, but that is it. And it brings out a safety car, full course safety car, where a few drivers were pit. Breezy, Tribal, Waiters, Zappy, Camo. Most of them are getting rid of damage. They're all in the pit lane here on the end of lap 1. And what a chaotic start to the race. As Breezy, we're having a little look at now. Tribal is holding up Zappy with a double stack. Coming out the pits now. Tribal should be able to come out and go most of the race. But he's out! Oh no! Oh no, Tribal's out. Now at the time, I thought he spun in the pit lane and it reset him, but he's told me afterwards that it was a glitch that's crashed him into the pit lane and spawned him on the track, which is just unfortunate. This game's full of glitches. But now we go to the safety car restart. Can Shane get this right? If he can get this right, he's going to be in the prime position. And he's waiting. He's gone! And he's absolutely timed it perfectly. He needs to bolt away at the front on those soft tyres. He needs to get away and not be a problem to anybody else with a medium runner getting past him and holding him up. He should be able to bolt now. He's 6 tenths clear already. Majik, there's a couple of people side by side in the background. As you can see, the two AlphaTauris were involved in something, I believe. And there's an incident. Zarbrad's out. Oh my god! What a crash! It's a huge crash! And it's taken out Camo, Majik, Ice the Best, Soggy Sam and Zarbrad. They're all out in this one crash. What has just happened? Huge crash. Yuzgin's also caught up in it. I think Breezy was caught up in it. It was a massive crash. That is one of the biggest ones I've seen. It's taken out 5 drivers. That is ridiculous. But now I expect another safety car. But apparently not, because we've just had one. So the game won't bring out another one. And that's crazy, because that should bring out a safety car every day of the week. That was a massive, massive crash. But we stay in green flag racing, apparently. They've managed to clean that up in the lap around here, which, yeah, you can imagine they can clean up 5 cars and all that wreck in under a minute, or just over a minute. Yeah, of course, game. That makes a lot of sense. But now, slivering all over the back of Eagle. He should be able to make this move on Eagle, because I don't think Eagle's defending it too hard. Slivering's trying to go around the outside, but no, Eagle's got great straight line speed. So he just pulls in behind, and he's going to try and go for him here in the DRS zone. He should be able to get him this time. And he is in the DRS, with a little bit of ERS being activated. Should be able to go down the inside nice and comfortable. And Slivering's up one more position, but he does run wide. Eagle's coming back at him. Can Slivering keep it here? We know how it doesn't normally end well if you go side by side into this corner. But Eagle backs out. He does the right thing. And Slivering's up one more position. He's in P5. Now we've got a yellow flag. It's Breezy. Breezy's off the track. We've only got 11 runners left in this race. But Breezy's got off the track, lost the position to Yuzgin. And he is now P11 and last of the runners. Now we're looking at Sliver, and he's got a 5-second speed. Speeding into the pit lane penalty. Oh, that's poor from him. But a safety car comes out, and that will save his ass. Breezy is out. What Slivering can do now is go around, come back into the pits, get rid of that 5-second time penalty. As you can see, a wheel running down the pit lane. Get rid of that 5-second time penalty, and then he'll be fine. He'll be able to go to the end, probably, because if he straps on another medium set of tyres, he can go to the end, and he won't have the penalty to worry about. But now it's Quirky Turtle in charge of the restart. Grunty P2, RSF1 Raikkonen P3, Waiter in P4, Jamie P5, Shane P6 now because he pitted, and the other drivers in front of him did not. What is Quirky going to do? Grunty's keeping it straight so he can accelerate when he needs to. But Quirky does get a really good safety car launch. Not quite the level of Shane, but not a bad one at all. Raikkonen now thinking about a move down the inside of Grunty. Doesn't do so. Nearly clips the back of him actually. As we watch the right drivers through here. Zappy side by side with Shane. And Shane makes the move, I think, on Zappy. Eagle's now considering an option around the outside of Zappy. He's on two better compounds than Zappy is. Zappy runs wide, comes back on the track quite dangerously, I'd say, but Eagle sits in behind him for now. With Sliverin just sat behind the both of them, and Yuskin sat behind just watching. He's got a prime position to watch all this. Sliverin time penalty. That's the first actual time penalty we've witnessed today, so that's not ideal for Sliverin. Hopefully he can keep his penalties down for his sake and he doesn't gain too many and ends up falling down the field. Because it's very easy around here to drop down the field because it's such a short track. So the time penalties are massive. Bit of an incident there for Sliverin, but he manages to hold it together. As we go forward and have a quick look at Shane. Shane making a move on Jamie. Jamie's on 12 lap old mediums versus Shane's 3 lap old. Shane down the inside. And it's a move that puts Shane up into P5. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who is it? It's Zappy. Zappy's around. Zappy is out of the ground. Well, had a spin and he's struggling now. Now we've got Eagle on the back of Jamie. This will be a very straightforward move for Eagle. Won't be a problem at all, and he drives down the inside of him, no issue. In front of him there's a side-by-side battle going on as well. Now Waiter all over the back of Raikkonen. Can he make the move? He goes for the little cutback line. Got so much overspeed, but I don't think he's going to go for the move into this right-hander, which he hasn't. He's stayed behind Raikkonen for now. And it's a very close race, even to lap 16. Yes, we've had 2 safety cars, but they still separate the whole field, other than Zappy, are not separated by much, under 10 seconds easily. Now, all you can see is Sliverin lining up a move on Jamie. 10 lap better tyres than Jamie's on right now, so it shouldn't be a struggle move. Jamie shouldn't fight this too hard, and as Sliverin gets into the slipstream, he should be able to make this move stick down the inside with the ERS and DRS assistance. And it's a lovely move. He's up in the P7. But he does corner cut turn 2. Don't know what he was thinking there. As Zappy gets a time penalty as well. Now you got Jamie, who's in the DRS and used a tiny bit of ERS, but decides to pull him behind. Doesn't go for the move. And that's a move done there for Slivery. As Jamie adds a penalty to his race as well. Now Eagle all over the back of Raikkonen. Eagle's going to make this move stick so easily. Better tyres. 10 lap old, 10 lap newer tyres and the better compound. It wasn't never going to be a struggle. And he's made that move stick. As you can see now, a lovely DRS train forming 5 cars here all together. Jamie's lost the back of them now. But you can see from on board with Sliver in here, you can see Shane looking down the inside of Raikkonen. Can't quite make the move stick at the moment. But it was a half look, I think it was, just preparing him for the future. But now we just are on board, just having a look at the gap in front. Zappy sets the fastest lap of the race, as you'd expect on the soft tyres. But it's a very close drive here from everybody, very close race. They're just not being able to be separated. They're just, look at Shane and Raikkonen. Raikkonen is losing the back of Waiter now. and Eagles also getting away. Waiters keeping up with Eagles slightly, but we just thought we'd go on board there with Sliverin and just see what was going on. But now we jumped at the end of lap 19. Sliverin going around the outside of Raikkonen into the little kink on the straight, and it's an easy move, and he's up one more position. Raikkonen struggling on those tyres now, 17 lap old medium compound tyre, and he's really struggling. But he might be able to have another go back here at Sliverin, who's nearly out of DRS. He is out of ERS, sorry. I don't know what he's done, but he's run out of ERS and went down to 1%. As Waiters around. Waiters off the track. And he's gone into the infield where it auto resets you to the circuit. And that isn't ideal for Waiter. And now he's in a lot of trouble. He's all the way back down the field, and that isn't ideal for him. Eagle and Quirky Turtle in the pits. Quirky's now on the soft compound tyre, and he's about 11 seconds behind when he came out pit lane to Shane. Or was that 11 seconds? No, that's 11 seconds to Jamie. So he's got a lot of work to do to catch this gap. As Sliverin takes the lead of the race, but does get another time penalty. This is poor from Sliverin. He's not normally a guy that picks up penalties, but I think he's been practicing with the commentator of F3, Mr. Cornish, because he seems to have picked up a lot of habits from him. He's got 9 seconds of penalties now. All he's got to do is just keep it on the road. As Waiter is just cruising about now. Raikkonen spun! Raikkonen has spun! And I can assure you now, and I can tell you what happens to Raikkonen at the end of this lap. He pulls into the pit lane and red tyres, which is quite poor. As you can see, Jamie's around as well. Jamie's had an incident and off the circuit, but does the right thing and waits for everybody to come past. But as I said from Raikkonen, he does retire at the end of this lap. Really poor behaviour, to be honest, but it's fine. I think sometimes you just allow it to get to you, because he could have just finished in 9th place and got 2 points easily. But yeah, that is what it is. Sliverin in the pit lane now, pitting for his fresh set of soft tyres. He knew he was going to drop down a few positions if he didn't pit, so it's probably a smart idea to be pitting right now. And it now, I mean, he doesn't lose any more than 6th place, so he might be able to make up a few more positions. As you can see, Quirky Turtle going for the move on the lead of Shane, and this is for the race victory in the race lead, and he is into the lead. And I can assure you now, you will not see Quirky Turtle for the rest of this race. He pulls away by a mile, and that is it. As you can see now, 6 seconds up the road. Quirky Turtle coming to the line, and he wins for Alpine. Shane, RSF1 Shane's going to come home second for Aston Martin, with Grunty going to get P3. Eagle's going to get P4, with Sliverin, after his penalties, dropping down to P5. Yuzgin gets P6. Waiter will get P7. Jamie got lapped and gets P8. But he finished the race and he will get those points. Wow, what a race that was. The biggest crash I've seen as well. Crazy one. I'm glad I stepped in. Yeah, this was mental. What a race, guys. And as you can see, we're just waiting now on Waiter to get his ass across the line. So far behind, we're used to him by now. But here he comes to the line, and he does a little wiggle for us, and he crosses the line in P7. What a race, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I've been Chris, Trial LFC. As you can see, Jamie gets the fastest lap, and I will see you later.